I think it would be more appropriate if you lot were out on the beat rather than stood around here reading about crime, wouldn't you say? That bloody photo's on the front page of every newspaper in town.
Despite the fact that Mr. Tucker was no longer a part of the constabulary at the time of his death.
Well, Tucker was one of us at the end, and he paid the price for it. It's time for Petrucci to talk.
You're going to interview him?
No, you are.
Sir, I have interviewed Mr. Petrucci every day this week. He will not be telling me anything about Mr. Kerr or about Constable Tucker's death.
Well, he will today. Bollocks!
The thing about having an Irish husband, well, it's just how stubborn he is. The other night, I asked him to take me to dinner, and you know what he said? Oh, sure, I don't go out with married women. I mean, don't misunderstand me. I'm glad for his devotion, but a girl's gotta eat. Speaking of which, I'm about to join my lovely Frank and do just that. Thank you, you've been grand.
That was wonderful, Mrs. Ryan.
Oh, call me Kira. Mrs. Ryan is Frank's mother, and she's, well, it rhymes with...
Don't finish that sentence.
This place of yours is wonderful. I've been wanting to get to the Starbright for weeks, and this is the only way I could get Frank away from his bar.
I've never felt safe leaving it in my manager's hands. Petrucci and his thugs roaming the streets.
Oh, we needn't worry about that any longer, thankfully.
Bound for the new side wager.
Well, that'll be up to a jury. Case is set to start next week.
Let's not waste any more time thinking about it.
Couldn't have said it better myself. You're very impressive, Miss Hart. Running this place and working in the coroner's office.
I could say the same thing about you. I'm up there on that stage. I could never do it.
That's just my act. But really, I'm happiest when I'm at home curled up with Frank.
Well, I'll drink to that. Sláinte. Watch out!
Get out of here! Get out of here! Don't you ever come back here! Get out of here!
What was all that about?
Well, those two certainly know how to upstage a gal.
Were they looking to rob the place?
I'm not sure why they were here.
Did you recognize these men?
Didn't get a good look. They were wearing masks.
Oh, one of them did have quite a conch on him. Get your minds out of the gutter. I'm talking about his nose.
I thought they were masked.
Oh, the protrusion was clear as day. Someone should tell him there are doctors who can fix those things now.
There hasn't been any trouble here since Petrucci's arrest. Why now?
Llewellyn, what is it?
Well, I suppose the news will be out soon enough. Tony Petrucci has escaped custody.
Are you having me on?
I assure you I'm not. And that doesn't mean he's responsible for what happened here tonight.
Then who is?
Come on, dear. If Petrucci's free, it's only a matter of time before he starts coming around threatening violence if we don't pay the piper.
Hold on, where are you going?
My bar. You stay safe, Miss Hart.
You as well.
Both Miss Hart and Frank Ryan suspect Tony Petrucci was behind the attack. I'll arrange for Miss Leeming to make a sketch for a wanted poster.
Is this the man that you saw visiting Mr. Petrucci in his cell?
Yes, sir. Who is he?
He's a one-time associate of Mr. Petrucci's, but now an enemy.
Sir, if he was an enemy, why would he have helped Petrucci escape?
Well, perhaps he didn't trust us to finish the job.
Since when do we let criminals in for tea? And where the bloody hell is Troy?
He's out looking for Petrucci, sir.
Then why don't you pair of clowns get out there and help him?
You're here early?
Wanted to get a start on cleanup. Figured you'd want us open tonight.
I'm not sure how many customers we'll have after last night, or participants in the neighborhood safety program for that matter.
I didn't hear any complaints on my morning walks. Folks are scared, but Petrucci's men didn't do damage anywhere but here last night.
Our patrols are working.
We want to keep it that way. We're gonna need more men.
Which means more money.
I don't think that'll be a problem. People trust you. They'll pay if you show them you're not scared of Petrucci or anyone else.
How do you propose that I do that?
Get out there and show your face. Do a little glad-handing.
Good will that be if Petrucci has already decided to wage a war?
Leave Petrucci to me. I'm going to do a little digging to see what I can find out about the man who smashed up the place.
All right. But be careful.
Always am.
Petrucci's escaped custody.
Good morning to you too, Mrs. Crabtree.
Petrucci's trial starts soon. I can't have another case fall apart.
I want him in custody as much as you do.
And you expect to find him here?
Don't be smart.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so... It's just Mayor Vaughn is looking for a reason to get rid of me.
Vaughn wants rid of all of us. He's been preaching cutbacks ever since he got into office.
Well, I don't want Petrucci's escape to be the reason he's looking for it.
Petrucci will be in custody in time for trial. You have my word.
Thank you for your support. Mr. Current.
Miss Hart, I found one of the men who attacked the club. We had a productive conversation. And actually, Detective, hello.
I'm pleased to see you both out and about this morning.
How's the investigation going?
No one reports having seen Mr. Petrucci since he escaped. But we'll find him.
Speak later, Miss Hart. Detective.
How are you holding up?
I'm worried, Llewellyn, that things have been good lately. People are finally feeling safe.
Violet, dear. So sorry to hear about what happened at your club.
Thank you.
No, thank you for everything that you're doing for our community. I'm very grateful.
Everything you're doing?
Mr. Current and I have started a neighborhood safety program.
Program of what sort?
One that provides advice and security against men like Petrucci.
An admirable pursuit. But also one that could make you and the Starbright a target.
So be it. I will not back down from protecting my neighbors. Good day, Llewellyn.
There. If you see this man, come down to the station house. Someone there will give you a penny.
Hey!
What happened here?
Petrucci, huh?
You've seen Tony Petrucci?
Didn't see him, no. But name someone else who would do something like this in broad daylight. Exactly. Come on, you.
Miss Violet Hart, I presume.
Yes.
Hard to load up. I'm a friend of Frank Ryan's.
Pleasure to meet you.
Frank told me what happened last night at the club. Terrible. If you ever need anything.
I'm not quite sure I understand.
I'm not afraid to stand up to the bullies of this world, and I hear you aren't either. Maybe we can help each other out sometime.
I don't need your help, sir, but thank you.
You might want to reconsider.
Ready to go?
I am.
Pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Violet Hart.
You busted Petrucci out? Easy as pie. Why? Cops had him. Petrucci killed my brother 3 years ago. It's time for payback, and I ain't giving the cops the pleasure. Where's he now?
That's not your business.
Might be your business to get rid of him, though. Unless you're still loyal to him. I'm loyal to whoever holds the purse. The right response. You want me to take him for a ride to the county? I don't care where you take him, so long as he ends up in the ground. Meet Miller at the coach station by 8. Don't let me down, Morano.
It's like nothing even happened in here.
Indeed. Mr. Current has already proven himself worth his weight in gold.
What was that for?
Thank you for suggesting that I hire a manager.
Well, I'm glad to have helped. I do wonder if it was enough.
What do you mean?
After last night, I think it might be best if you sold this place.
Did you hear that?
No, stay where you are.
The wound was serious, but not fatal. Shot from behind.
It was a surprise attack?
Must have been. Is something wrong?
I noticed bruising on his hands.
From last night, I'd imagine. He helped fight off the attackers.
The bruises were quite fresh.
If Petrucci's out of jail, it's obvious he was behind this.
Well, if it was him, I shall endeavor to prove as much.
All due respect, what you should endeavor to do is find Petrucci before someone else gets hurt.
He was in rough shape, but he just let him into the bar to patch him up himself, I suppose.
Gentlemen, any developments in the search for Mr. Petrucci?
Nothing, as far as I'm aware, sir.
Well, he's making his freedom known, sir. Frank Ryan's bartender was beaten on his way to work today.
By Petrucci?
Mr. Ryan sure seemed to think so.
Did he see Petrucci inflict the beating?
No.
Maybe the bartender saw something.
He didn't have much to say. He was barely conscious.
You took Mr. Current's statement last night after the attack on the Starbright Club, correct?
I did.
Did you happen to note if he'd sustained any physical injuries during the attack?
None that I saw, sir.
Are you thinking Mr. Current could have beaten up Mr. Ryan's man?
One of you go to Mr. Ryan's and ask this bartender if he recalls any details about his attacker.
I suppose you wouldn't want to.
Absolutely not.
Is something wrong, Constable?
No. No, sir. I'm fine.
You're worried about an awkward encounter with young Miss Ryan?
Well, she was the first woman and we haven't spoken since. And I don't know how to...
I understand completely. Why don't I take this one?
Oh. Thank you.
Nice night for a ride, boys. Wouldn't you agree, Petrucci?
You don't need to be doing this.
What do they say? The king is dead, long live the king?
Come with me if you want to live.
Go get him! How's Mr. Current faring?
We'll know more in a few hours. But I suspect that's not why I'm here.
No. I'm trying to find out if your club has had any trouble with the Irish as of late.
The only person we've had trouble with is Tony Petrucci.
Very certain.
Quite. Just last night, we hosted Frank Ryan. His wife gave a lovely performance.
What about Ardell O'Donnell? You're familiar with him?
Newly so. I met him earlier, and he gave his sympathy for the attack on the club.
Mr. O'Donnell is the head of an Irish gang out of Quebec. They've been attempting to gain a foothold here.
I see. He did mention he wasn't afraid to stand up to bullies.
Perhaps that would explain what happened to Mr. Current.
Excuse me?
Liam Trout, an Irishman who's been known to work with Mr. O'Donnell out of Montreal, was beaten this morning.
And do you think Ephraim did that?
Mr. Current has bruises all over his hands. I've spoken with Constable Higgins, and he tells me Mr. Current had no such bruising after the attack on the Starbright last night. Miss Hart, I'm trying to understand what is happening at your establishment right now.
I can assure you, Ephraim Current is not the problem.
Then what is?
The problem is the police don't care about what happens in my community.
I care. That's why I've asked you here today. I want to help.
Thank you, Detective. But we can look after ourselves.
What's all this?
Bloody Vaughan. He wants a report on all inefficiencies and redundancies at every station house across the city.
What about Petrucci?
We're out there looking.
Vaughn wants this done now while there's a gangster on the loose?
I know. It's almost like he doesn't want us to find Petrucci, isn't it?
Hello, Thomas. Oh, I brought you something.
Oh, you're a love.
I'm sure there's enough for you too, Mrs. Crabtree.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say no. I get ravenous when I'm stressed.
I made it fresh this morning.
Brackenreed?
I got him.
Petrucci. We were right. Michelangelo broke him out of jail, but not so he could reclaim his position.
Then why did he do it?
He wanted to kill him. Bloody hell. You'd best bring him into the station house just to be safe.
He won't be safe with Colangelo's men on the streets. I know where Colangelo is. They hang out at Antonio's.
Round them up, then I'll deliver him.
Good news?
Right then, let the dog see the rabbit.
Have a seat, Mr. Trout.
What is it you're wanting?
Just hoping you can tell me more about what happened this morning.
There's not much to tell. Walking to work when someone jumped me. Came at me from behind.
So, you didn't recognize the man who beat you up?
He hit me from behind. Didn't say a word.
What did his shoes look like?
Taking the piss?
Might be useful.
I've had enough of this.
Ardell O'Donnell? I believe we crossed paths in Montreal. Llewellyn Watts.
Afraid I don't recall. The pleasure's mine, Mr. Watts.
What brings you to town?
Just visiting some relatives.
And how long have you been just visiting some relatives?
A couple of days.
It's interesting. There's been quite a bit of trouble here the last couple of days.
That's not right. Terrible. I'm sure it has nothing to do with me.
How long do you plan on staying?
Look, what is this? 20 questions? Just now outside, I was accosted by a young black woman asking me how long I was staying in town.
Does this woman have a name?
It was Violet. Violet Hart.
Everything all right?
I think you're right. I ought to sell this place.
I should have said that. I was worried.
Yes, as you should have been. I was just too naive to see it.
Violet, you're worrying me. Please tell me what's going on.
Everything that's happened here in the last 2 days is my fault. If I hadn't started the neighborhood safety program...
The program is helping me.
It got Mr. Current shot.
How's that?
After the attack, he said we have to show our strength.
What did he do?
He He beat one of the masked men so badly it got him shot in return.
Well, that was Mr. Current's decision, not yours. And if the police hadn't let Petrucci escape in the first place...
It wasn't Petrucci. It was Ardell O'Donnell.
Who?
According to Detective Murdoch, he heads an Irish gang in Montreal, and he tends to expand. I don't think I have it in me to fight it.
Violet R. You are the strongest woman I've ever known. You can do anything you put your mind to.
Petrucci got away.
Yeah.
How?
We got jumped.
Idiots.
Maybe give me a couple of men that could shoot straight next time.
Boss, we got a problem.
Toronto Constabulary.
Keep your hands where we can see them, gentlemen.
Interesting place to be meeting.
I confess I may have had an ulterior motive for suggesting it.
Let me guess. A case.
I hope you don't mind.
Not at all. I'm thrilled by the intrigue.
Oh, your philosophy course is not offering the fascination you'd hope, Joseph?
Nothing like this. Now tell me about this case.
We're investigating a pair of attacks on the Starbright Club.
The spot owned by your friend?
Violet Hart.
How's that progressing?
I've had no luck yet, but things may be looking up. That's Ardell O'Donnell. I think he's mixed up in this somehow.
Barman seems impressed by him.
Certainly did.
Shaking hands with the big man, are ya?
Had to thank him, didn't I?
For what?
Making sure the man who beat me paid with his blood.
I know that look.
I will make this up to you, I promise.
Oh, I'll make sure of that.
I think Ardell O'Donnell is behind the attacks on the Starbright.
Yes, I believe you're right.
You already knew.
I suspected. What's brought you to the same conclusion?
Mr. Trout said something about Ardell and Ephraim Current. Payback, perhaps?
Miss Hart said she only met him in passing. If there's more to the story, why wouldn't she mention it?
Right.
Watts, if you have more insight into this, now would be a good time to tell me.
Miss Hart has started a community organization of a sort.
What sort of organization would have her mixed up with the likes of Ardell O'Donnell?
One that seeks to protect her neighbors from men like him and Tony Petrucci.
We can look after ourselves.
I'm sorry?
It's something Miss Hart said to me earlier. Do Miss Hart's neighbors pay her for this so-called protection?
I couldn't say for sure, but I did see something changing hands.
Could you please set up an interview with Mr. O'Donnell?
Of course. Where are you off to?
I fear Miss Hart has gotten herself mixed up in something she can't handle.
Love what you've done with the place.
Well, it's better than a nasty damp cell. Yes?
We've got Colangelo and his men.
I see.
So bring him in.
Will do.
What was that?
Colangelo's still on the loose. I'll have to keep you here.
Not much of a police force. First, Colangelo steals me from my cell, and now you guys can't catch him.
I did save your life.
You mind?
Please.
Still, the rest of them are junior league. A bunch of muttonheads working for 2 bits a day.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see how long it takes the muttonheads to come through. While we're waiting, why don't we work on your confession?
Confession for what?
Murder of the hydro engineer and of Constable Tucker.
I was in jail when Tucker met his maker.
We both know your reach extends far beyond the cell doors. Or at least it used to. Now I'm not so sure. Are you?
Have you been able to arrange an interview with Mr. O'Donnell yet?
Not yet. No one's seen him since he left Ryan's last night. His heart?
Also unaccounted for.
It's strange.
I agree. Perhaps we should. What is it, Henry?
The body's been found in an alley near the Starbright Club.
I'll get my coat. Constable. That's Ardal O'Donnell.
There's no apparent sign of injury.
And yet I think it's unlikely the man died of natural causes.
Detective, you have very good timing. Dr. McLeavy should be here any moment.
Oh, really?
To perform the post-mortem. You believe I have a conflict of interest, do you not?
Well, that does stand to reason, yes.
Well, you're right. I was furious when I learned that Mr. O'Donnell was the one who had Ephraim shot.
I understand the two of you argued.
Yes, but I'm not in the habit of killing those who I argue with.
Where were you last evening? I tried to locate you, but you were not at home or at the Starbright Club.
I was with Kara Ryan, discussing how I might find a way to make peace with Mr. O'Donnell.
Of course, I'll need to confirm that.
Of course. I have nothing to hide, Detective. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get to the Starbright.
Would you like some more?
I'm all right.
What do you think?
It's not the worst I've ever had. What's it called?
Pulgoki.
What the hell kind of name is that?
What the hell kind of name is rigatoni or cacciatore?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying it sounds a hell of a lot better than boiled meat and cabbage.
You got that right.
I know you have friends in high places, but what makes you so sure that they're going to help you out of this spot you found yourself in?
Easy. I'll scratch their back, they'll scratch mine.
We both know there are different rules for men like you and I.
We are not the same.
Oh, I think you'll find we are, at least in ways that matter to a man like Chadwick Vaughn.
What do you mean by that?
Men like Vaughn are never going to see us as equals. If we're useful, they'll humor us. If not...
It ain't like that.
It is like that. You know why I became a cop?
Not really, but I'll sure you tell me.
Shut up. It's because I wanted people to look up at me, not down.
Plenty of people look up to me.
Yes. Just none that matter.
What's going on?
Stay here. Mrs. Crabtree.
Chief Constable Brackenreid told me you have Petrucci. I need to speak with him.
Hey, a party girl. You're a better man than I thought, Choi. What do you got for me, sugar? Huh?
A chance to save your life.
Is it funnier, darling, if I'm on stage when the masked men burst in or walking back to my seat?
You're writing a joke about what happened at the Starbright.
Of course. Comedy's tragedy with a smile. Oh, if you've got a thirst, still have to wait. We're not open.
Detective Murdoch, Toronto Constabulary. Mr. Ryan?
Sir?
How are you? What can we do for you?
I take it the two of you know Ardal O'Donnell is dead?
Ardal? Jeez.
He was only here just yesterday.
Petrucci's doing, I'm guessing.
I don't think so. Where were the two of you last night?
Not killing a friend, if that's what you're asking.
Don't get testy, Frank. The man's just asking questions. We were at home.
Did you have any company?
Are you being saucy?
It was the two of us. Why?
According to Violet Hart, she spent the evening with you, Mrs. Ryan.
You don't think Miss Hart had something to do with Ardal's death?
Dr. McLeavy, I presume.
You Detective Murdoch. Call me Steve.
Have you determined a cause of death for Mr. O'Donnell?
Man died of asphyxiation.
I don't recall seeing any signs of strangulation.
You wouldn't have. His diaphragm ceased to function, but not from any external means.
He died of natural causes?
Didn't say that. Have a look at this.
Puncture wound.
He was injected with a paralytic that stopped his muscles working.
Any idea what type of drug was used?
Curare.
You're familiar with it?
No, but Miss Hart is.
Curare. That's unusual stuff.
Who did you sell it to?
The last person I sold any to was you, Miss Hart.
She admitted buying curare.
She didn't deny it.
I find it difficult to imagine Miss Hart is responsible for this.
What do you think, Murdoch?
You had a bee in your bonnet about it one time.
The fact that Miss Hart has procured curare in the past doesn't prove anything. But I would be interested in knowing if she's done so recently.
What about her alibi?
Kira Ryan denies seeing her last night.
And you found Mrs. Ryan credible?
I've confirmed her account with her husband, as well as another resident in their rooming house who attested that she was home all evening.
I'm fond of Miss Hart, but if she had a hand in this...
then she will have to face justice.
A deal. Who are you people?
I'm a Crown attorney.
And the one who's going to be trying your case.
There's no case. There's no deal. I'm the one going down for this.
It doesn't have to be that way. Just testify that Chadwick Vaughn put you up to the killing of Timothy Kerr.
You say that, and you live.
Are you for real? You're an Oriental. I'm Italian, and she's abroad. No one's gonna listen to us.
Just tell us anything you know about Chadwick Vaughn.
Only he's the mayor of the greatest city in Canada. A real prince among men.
And the man who ordered you to kill someone. You say that in court, and maybe you don't die.
If I say that in court, I do die. There's no maybe about it.
This might be your best chance. Mrs. Crabtree is one of our finest attorneys.
Are you listening to me? Those people that used to work for me, are trying to kill me. I'm not afraid, but I'm not going to say anything against Chadwick Vaughn.
We'll support you. I will lay charges against Chadwick Vaughn if you just admit...
What do you think?
About what?
You think that if I take the stand and tell the world that Vaughn ordered me to kill someone, that a judge, someone that Vaughn breaks bread with, is going to take my word over his?
It's your best chance.
My best chance is to say nothing. I'm sure Vaughn won't let me do time.
When are you going to get it? Men like Vaughn don't give a damn about people like us. You've outlived your usefulness. Fight back.
It's not going to happen.
And no matter where the threats come from, I'm here to protect you. I want all of you to know that if you need anything, you can come to me. Excuse me a moment. Detective, has there been any progress in the case?
Yes, but not exactly what I'd hoped for. Miss Ryan has not confirmed your alibi.
That's not possible.
Her account was corroborated by her husband and another tenant in their rooming house.
What? This makes me a suspect.
I'm afraid it does, especially given Mr. O'Donnell's cause of death.
Which was?
He was poisoned with curare, a substance I believe you're familiar with.
I can assure you, I did not kill him.
If there is something more you need to tell me, now would be the time.
Are you here to arrest me?
Not at this time. But if you have something else you need to say...
I do not.
Very well, then. Good day, Miss Hart.
If I don't find a way to prove my innocence...
Then you'll have the most devoted lawyer defending you.
Thank you, Isaiah. But we can't let it get to that point. What should I do, Llewellyn?
The best course of action is to find a way to refute the evidence. There's no denying you had motive. What about this curare?
I haven't been near it in years.
But you don't deny having procured it in the past? All right. That leaves your alibi. You say you were with Kira Ryan?
I was.
Detective Murdoch is searching for others who may have seen Mrs. Ryan leaving her premises that night. Hopefully he'll have some success.
What I don't understand is why she would lie.
Could she be defending O'Donnell's real killer? If you take the blame, whoever actually did it goes free.
That's good thinking. Perhaps I should interview her again.
If Karen knows anything, she's not going to tell it to a police officer.
What else can we do?
I'll talk to her.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No. It's worth a try. You think you could have her here in an hour?
He's not going to talk, is he?
I don't think so. Let's go, Petrucci.
Where?
Back to the station house.
But what about Colangelo's men?
We arrested them hours ago. Maybe you'll end up in the same cells.
You lied to me.
I gave you a chance to save yourself.
A chance you obviously weren't interested in taking.
So now we'll leave you to your fate.
No, wait. You promised to keep me away from Colangelo.
Depends on what you say.
Chadwick Vaughn told me to shut that Kerr fella up, and I did. But I didn't have Tucker killed. He was a mutt, but I don't know, I kind of liked him.
So who killed him?
For my money, it was Colangelo.
And you're willing to put all this down in writing?
Don't be stupid.
Telling us means nothing if you won't testify.
Well, that's your problem. You want to take down Vaughn and Colangelo? You have to do it on your own. And take me back to the cells.
Oh, I must get the name of your cleaning lady. It's like nothing ever happened in here.
No, plenty has happened.
I heard about your barman. How is he?
Why did you tell Detective Murdoch we weren't together last night?
Sorry, love. I just didn't want to be messing with the police. Could hurt my public image.
They think I killed O'Donnell.
They'll come to their senses. Ardell had nothing against you.
He attacked my club.
That could have been about anything.
Well, what could that have... Frank.
What about Frank?
The attackers came straight to our table. I assumed it was for me at first, but perhaps I was wrong.
Don't be daft. Frank was helping Ardell, introducing him around.
Because he's the heart of the Irish community here. Maybe O'Donnell felt threatened. Is that why you lied? To cover for your husband?
Please, Frank's no killer. He won't even carve the Christmas ham, gets me to do it.
So it was you then?
I do what I must to protect my people. Just like you with your neighborhood safety program.
Well, thank you, Kira.
For what?
On your confession, of course. You can come out now.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Ryan.
What's this about?
All right. You think this will be admissible evidence, Mr. Buchanan?
I'd say so.
Seems you're now a recording star as well. Let's get you to your next venue, shall we?
And you're certain it was her? Very good. Thank you.
I just
spoken with the man who once sold curare to Miss Hart, but he hasn't done so recently. He did tell me, however, that he sold some to Kira Ryan.
And she used it to kill O'Donnell.
This is not news to you.
Mrs. Ryan just confessed. I've put her in the cells.
Very good, Watts.
You as well. You don't seem pleased.
I'm just glad that Miss Hart hasn't gotten herself tangled up in all of this.
But you're still concerned about her neighborhood safety program.
I am. This should be disbanded.
Detective, even you must admit the black community in the city is not well protected by the police.
I'm sure you're right. But vigilante justice is not the answer.
Forget the makeup and roll up your sleeves. The pursuit of happiness.
Detective, what can we do for you?
The investigation into Ardal O'Donnell's murder is closed.
I'm glad to hear it.
As am I. Very glad.
Is there something else?
There is. Miss Hart, I was hoping we could speak in private.
As you wish.
Thank you. I'm hoping to convince you to put an end to this program that you've been running.
Why would I do that?
You're a city official. You must realize that a program such as this could be oddly perceived.
By whom? The Board of Control?
By everyone. People are paying you for protection.
That's not a crime, Detective.
No, it's not. But as city coroner, you are paid by the public and have a public profile.
A profile that is worthless if I'm not giving back to my community.
Miss Hart, Violet, I have no horse in this race, truly. I consider you to be a tremendous asset in the city coroner's office, and I would hate to lose you because of the appearance of impropriety.
I don't give a damn about appearances. I am an asset to the coroner's office, a valuable one. But I'm more valuable here.
So what are you saying to me?
I'm saying that if I have to choose, then I choose this place and these people. My people.
So be it.
So he confessed to all of it, verbally, but he refuses to write a confession.
Or testify in court.
At least he confirmed our suspicions about Vaughn.
And with Colangelo's men in the cells, we can find the weakest link and break it. And keep Vaughn as far away as we can until we do. What's going on, lads?
The doors to the station house have been padlocked?
Padlocked?
Why?
I hoped one of you might know the answer to that question.
They don't. But I do. Station House 4 and its staff have been declared redundant.
You can't close the station house. That's not your decision to make,
Isn't it?
No, it isn't. It's the chief constable's. And the last time I checked, that was me.
You might want to check again. I have no choice but to relieve you of your duties. You as well, Mrs. Crabtree. Your personal belongings are outside on the street outside City Hall.
And what of the men who were in custody?
They've been relocated, although that is no longer your concern.
You'll regret this, Vaughn.
I somehow doubt that. Thank you all for your service, but that time has now come to an end.
So we've got a day off. Right, lads. We're all off to the Tipsy Ferret. The first drink is on me.
This isn't over, Vaughn.
I think it very much is.